Right, so here's a bidding quiz that I set. I set it as homework a couple of weeks back, and we are going to go through the answers to it. Now, the this is part one of the quiz. All we had to do here was come up with the best bid in a situation where the opponents have always opened the bidding, and I've given you a hand. And normally you're either going to be making an overcall or a takeout double, an overcall of some sort, even maybe a one no trump overcall, maybe a suit overcall. Maybe you're making a takeout double. In some cases, it might be right to pass even. So let's have a look at the answers here. Right, question number one. So question number one, right is opened one heart. You've got a good hand here. Now, some people chose to bid option one, which is to double, which would be a double for takeout here. If you remember, when we taught takeout doubles, we said that you need three things. You need to have a shortage in the opponent's suit, support for all of the unbid suits, and an opening strength hand. Now, you've got all of those things, but actually, there's a better bid here. Okay, and that is because your good five card suit is spades. Remember the importance of finding a major suit fit. So if you can overcall one spade here, you are immediately showing partner that you have got a good five card suit in spades. They can support you. They will only need to have three cards in spades to support you. If you made a takeout double, you might well miss a 5-3 spade fit because they wouldn't then bid spades, they might bid something else, and you may not then be able to find your spade fit. So the best way to get going in this auction is to make an overcall of a spade because and the thinking here is because it's a major suit, that's why it's so important. So I'm going to bid one spade there. Question number two. Very similar sort of shaped hand. Now we've got a five card suit in diamonds. Um, and again, let's have a look at our hand. We've got six, so we've got 16 points. So let's go through the requirements for a takeout double firstly. And those would say we need to have support for the unbid suits. Well, the unbid suits are spades, diamonds, and clubs. We've got good support for anything partner bids there. We'd like to have another club, of course, but we can't have everything. Uh, and we've got an opening strength hand. We've got 16 points. That's a really good strength hand there. And we are short in hearts. So SOS applies. We have got all the requirements for a takeout double. So a takeout double looks like the right bid. Some of you may have chosen here, though, to bid two diamonds. So if you overcall two diamonds here, that's not as good a bid as the takeout double here. We don't have a preference to play in minor suits to show partner our minor suits. It's if we bid two diamonds here, it's very hard for partner to know what to do. Um, and you may well miss a 4-4 spade fit if they've got four spades. If you double for takeout and they've got four spades, they're very likely to bid spades, and then you've found a fit in spades. We don't particularly want to play in diamonds, so the best thing we can do here is make a takeout double, ask partner about their best suit, and hopefully it'll be spades. If it's not, we'll see where the auction goes from there. But that's certainly the best action. So the right bid here is option two, double for takeout. Number three. Right is open one club. You have got a nice hand here, 5, 7, 10, 11, 12 points. You've got an opening strength hand. Let's go through everything here. Again, this looks like a takeout double might be the right bid here because we have support for the unbid suits. We have support for spades if partner bids them, equally hearts. In diamonds, whilst we've got three good ones, and we'd like to have a fourth, of course, if they bid diamonds, but we can't have everything always. And we are short in clubs, and we've got that opening strength hand. So we've got everything to make a takeout double. So a takeout double is the right bid here. But some people chose option four, which is to bid a spade. That is not the right bid here. That really is a flaw in your bidding if you bid a spade here, because a bit of a spade here is an overcall. It guarantees a 5 card suit in spades. And really, it's one of my top bridge crimes is to overcall with just a 4 card suit. There are times when you'll have to do it. It's very rare, and this certainly isn't one of those times when you'd have to overcall with a 4 card suit. If you overcall with a 4 card suit, partner would take you for 5 and may well raise you with just 3 card support, and you might end up playing in a spade contract with a 4-3 fit, which might be hard work. So the right bid here is the takeout double. And don't forget, the advantage of that is it involves partner in the conversation. They can show their holding in hearts. Maybe, although spades are your best suit, you'd be quite happy to play in hearts if partner has hearts. So by doubling for takeout, you give them 2 opportunities to show you a 4 card major suit holding, which might well lead to a contract for you. Just because your spades are better than your hearts, that doesn't mean that's not that important. Remember, you're trying to find the best overall contract for both hands combined. You don't know what's in partner's hand. They may have good hearts, and a heart contract might be the right option here. So a spade bid is really not a good bid here at all. And the best way to find the best contract here is to double for takeout. So option 3, double for takeout. Number 4. North's opened a diamond, and you have got 5, 7, 10, 12 high card points. This is slightly different from the last hand because here they've opened a diamond rather than opening a club. And now, if we were to apply the SOS criteria that we need to make a takeout double, we have support for unbid suits. Well, we have support for spades, we have support for hearts, but we haven't got support for clubs. If you doubled for takeout and partner can only bid clubs, then you may end up playing in a 5. He may end up playing in a 5-2 club fit. It would be very difficult to bid after partners bid clubs here. So you don't have support for the unbid suits. You also don't have a shortage in the suit that the opponents have opened. You've got 3 cards in diamonds, which is too many. So a takeout double would be wrong here. And again, for the reasons I said on the last hand, it would also be a crime to overcall either of your 4 card major suit holdings here. Whilst you like the spades, if you bid a spade, it would be showing 5 cards, and that really is not allowable with a 4 card holding here. So the best thing to do here is the only thing you can really do here, because you can't overcall, you can't double, and you're not strong enough to bid one no trump, because one no trump would show 15 to 17 points. You've got the diamond stopped, but you haven't got a strong enough hand, so you can't overcall one no trump. So option 1's ruled out, option 3's ruled out, option 4 is a crime. So the only option left is option 2, which is to pass. Now that might seem a bit disappointing that you've got to pass here, but it is really the only bid that's available for your hand in this auction. There will be times where this happens. You have a nice hand, but there's no appropriate bid that you can make after the opponents have opened the bidding. So you're just going to have to pass. Maybe partner can come into the auction and make a bid. Maybe partner can double for takeout later, and you can show one of your major suit holdings. Or maybe if you get to defend this contract, you'll do quite well because you've got some quite good cards here, and it might well be that on lead you can set up spade tricks or something like that. So pass is the right option and await developments. Let's look at the next one. Okay, one heart by North. And we've got this hand. So we've got 7, 10, 11, 14, 17 high card points. 17 high card points. That's a strong hand here. Um, we've got a balanced-ish shape. I know we've got 5 clubs, so that's very much. But with 5, 3, 3, 2, so it's a balanced shape really. Now, some people might think that the right way to bid this hand would be to jump to 2 clubs, to overcall clubs and show a reasonably good hand with good clubs. However, your clubs aren't that great. If I'm going to make a 2-club overcall, I'd prefer to have a better holding in clubs, maybe 6 of them. But my hand has a much better bid, a much more descriptive bid on my hand here. And that is, I can use the one no trump overcall. And that's because I have got the opponent's suit hearts. I've got that that really well stopped. If I end up declaring a no trump contract here, which I could possibly do if I overcall one no trump, if I end up declaring a no trump contract, I'm very happy if South leads hearts. I've got them well stopped, and I can control the play nicely and hopefully set up tricks in maybe in the club suit eventually, depending on what partner's got. So a one no trump overcall here, 15 to 17 points is what it shows. You're at the top end of that. It shows a stopper in hearts and a balanced shape, and that's exactly what you've got. So one no trump describes your hand perfectly. You can't double for takeout because you're not short in hearts and you haven't got tolerance for diamonds if partner bids them. Two clubs is okay, but it's not a great bid. And two no trump actually has a special meaning which we haven't covered yet, so that would be the wrong bid as well. So option one is one no trump. Yep, that's it. Okay. The next one. Okay, one spade by righty. This time you have got 6, 10, 13 high card points, and you have got a lovely 6 card club suit. So with 13 points, we can't overcall one no trump, even though we've got the spades well stopped. So we rule out the one no trump overcall. We haven't got the right sort of hand to double for takeout here because we haven't got tolerance for either of the red suits. If partner bids one of the red suits, we've only got 2 cards in each. So takeout double isn't going to work for us either here. So we can't bid one no trump. We can't double for takeout. But we would like to take action with our 6 card club suit and reasonably good hand. So if we bid 2 clubs here, that shows partner that we've got probably a 6 or a good 5 card holding in clubs. And quite a few points. I mean, to bid at the 2 club level, you're probably showing close to an opening strength hand, which is what you've got here. So 2 clubs is exactly the right bid here. The next one spade by righty. You have got 8, 9, 12 high card points. What are we going to do here? This one is a little bit tricky. There are a couple of options here that people might be considering. Firstly, let's rule out the things that aren't going to work. So a takeout double is definitely not right on this hand because we don't have support. If we doubled for takeout and asked partner to bid their best suit, if they bid clubs, we've only got 2 card support for that. We've also got 3 cards in spades. Remember, we only make a takeout double normally if we're short in the suit that partner has, that the opponents have opened. We're not short in spades. We've got 3 of them. That's too many. So for those reasons, a takeout double is out of the question. A one no trump overcall would show 15 to 17 points and a balanced shape and a stopper in spades. Well, we've got a balanced shape, we've got a stopper in spades, only one, but we haven't got enough points. We've only got 5, 8, 9, 12 points. We would need 15 or more high card points to bid one no trump here. So one no trump is out the question and double is out the question. So the only options now are, am I going to overcall my diamonds or am I going to pass? So some of you might choose to overcall diamonds, and a lot of bridge players would overcall 2 diamonds with that hand. Personally, I don't think it's good enough to risk an overcall of at the 2 level. It's not a good enough suit. If you remember, if you go back to lesson 16 and what we told you with 2 level overcalls, generally you want to have a 6 card suit or a really good 5 card suit. Here, you've got an average 5 card suit. You've got 2 honors. If I had another honor in diamonds, if it was something like Ace Jack 10, 5, 2, maybe I'd be tempted to overcall the diamonds. But I'm not that much in a rush to overcall diamonds. Many players would do it, and it would actually depend on other factors, something called vulnerability, which is the state of the scoring, which we haven't really taught you yet. So but if you were perhaps in certain conditions, you might be tempted to make a 2 diamond overcall, and many players would here. But I think going back to what we taught you, it's really good to be rigorous about having a good suit when you make a 2 level overcall, and I don't think that's really a good enough suit to bid. So a pass is probably just about the best bid, but some people watching this video might suggest 2 diamonds, and you're welcome to that opinion if that's true. So if you bid 2 diamonds, it's not the worst bid in the world. Okay, next question. North's opened a heart. We got a good hand here again. We have got 7, 10, 11, 16 high card points. And we've got a five card spade suit, which is great, but it's not a good suit. It's great to have a five card spade suit, but it's not great to have this five card spade suit because it's not a particularly good suit. If you overcall a spade here, you may end up um, convincing your partner that you've got a much better spade holding. They may lead spades in the play, and clearly you don't really want spades led to your hand in when if you're defending. So one of the big considerations when you are thinking about making an overcall is what happens if we end up defending? Do I want my partner to lead my suit? Well, if you have overcalled a suit, they will normally lead it. They should lead it, but here you wouldn't want to overcall spades here because you'd be misleading your partner. There is a much better bid available here with the strength that you've got, 16 high card points, with a balanced shape and with two good stoppers in hearts. You can bid one no trump. You'd be delighted to be a declarer in a no trump contract here, and there's a very good chance that one no trump will lead to a good option here. There are some ways that we haven't explored yet in our teaching that partner can show you that you can find you might even be able to find a spade fit here, but that's something we're going to come on to in our bidding later on. So the right bid here is one no trump, 15 to 17 points, and a balanced shape and two good stoppers in hearts definitely qualifies for that. Hand's not right for a takeout double, and passing is way too timid on this good hand. So one no trump is the right bid. Let's have a look. The next question. North's opened a club and you've got two fantastic suits. You've got a great five card spade suit and you've got an even better five card diamond suit. What do you do? So the options are, do you overcall a diamond? Do you overcall a spade? Do you overcall two diamonds because your hand's so good and your diamonds are so good? Or do you even overcall two spades? Well, we haven't looked at, well, we looked later on in our teaching, we looked at jump overcall. So when you jump, we're generally showing a long suit and a weaker hand. So both options 3 and 4 are jump overcalls, and you wouldn't make a jump overcall on these type of hands because we like to use jump overcalls to show long suits, long six card suits normally, and weak hands deliberately designed to disrupt the opposition. So we won't be jumping. So options 3 and 4 are out. So this boils down to, what do we bid? Do we bid our diamonds or do we bid our spades? Now, a lot of people will make the mistake of looking at the diamond suit here and saying, well, diamonds are fantastic. I must bid my diamonds because they're my best suit. But it's much better with two five card suits here. You can show both of them hopefully in the auction. If you bid a spade here, that's better for several reasons. Firstly, we like to show overcourt major suits if we've got them. We like to show five cards in a major suit if we have five cards in a major suit. So here, by bidding a spade, you get that across to your partner straight away. They can support you with three, and that would be the best way to find a major suit fit. So hopefully we can bid a spade, and then even if we do bid a spade, at the next turn around on the auction, we may get the chance to bid diamonds, depending on how the auction proceeds. So it's much better to bid a spade first and then probably look to bid diamonds later on in the auction to show partner that we've got two good suits. So it's right to bid the spade first here. If you bid a diamond now, that doesn't really get that message across, because if you bid a diamond and the auction now goes to the two level, either south or north raises to the two level and bids at the two level, you've now got to bid your spades at the two level, and it's very difficult to do that, and it would be difficult to show partner, to really convince partner what you've got. So here, because you've got two five card suits, it's correct to bid the higher ranked one of them first. That's always good bidding technique, but it's a major suit anyway, so we want to do that. So the right option here is one spade, and hopefully we'll get a chance to bid diamonds later on. And if not, that doesn't matter too much, because at least we've showed partner our major suit holding, which is always our priority. Okay, here's the last question. Now, North has opened one no trump, and we've got this hand. We've got a really nice hand, 5, 8, 12, 15, 17 high card points. If North had opened a suit of any sort, we would have been very keen to jump in and probably bid a one no trump overcall if North had opened a suit, because we've probably got stoppers in any suit that they've opened. But we can't bid one no trump here clearly because one no trump has already been bid. So what do we do? Well, we've got the option here of bidding two clubs clearly because we've got a nice club suit. We've got three honours and it's an excellent club suit. So two clubs is a possible bid. Jumping to three clubs would generally show a longer club suit and a weaker hand. It's a jump over call, and we did jump over calls in lesson 19. And if you remember, they're longer suits. Generally, a longer suit and a weaker hand is what we like to do, and we like to make a weak jump over call. So we wouldn't be jumping to three clubs. That's clearly out of the question. So two clubs is very much a possibility here. Um, Pass, I don't want to pass here. We've got a lot of points here. Passing's clearly out of the question. So option two and option three are out of the question. So far we're thinking possibly we could bid two clubs. However, there's a bid here that is much, much better. Okay, North has got 12 to 14 high card points. You have got a better hand than North. Um, if North declares in no trumps here, which is quite possible they will do now because the bidding may well go after you've bid, the bidding may, the other players may pass here. So North may end up declaring one no trump. It's very likely that you will defeat them in one no trump, because if you were to defend one no trump with your hand, you would lead the king of clubs, hopefully set up a lot of good club tricks, and you've got plenty of entries to get into your hand to cash those club tricks. You're going to win. You may well win the diamonds. You'll certainly win two hearts at some point, and you've probably got a spade trick or more there as well. So you're going to take a lot of tricks defending one no trump. So the right bid here is actually to double. Okay, now that double, because it's a double of one no trump, is not a double for takeout. So partner should understand that you are not asking them to bid. You are not saying what's your best suit, partner. And what you are actually saying is they've opened one no trump. I've got a better hand than them, and I'm quite happy to defend. And it's very likely then that what will happen is you will end up playing in one no trump doubled on opening lead. You'll lead the king of clubs, and you will make a lot of tricks, and the opponents will go down. And because you've doubled, you are doubling the penalty that you will get from them going down. So the right answer on this one, the best answer, is to double, which is doubling for penalties. Okay, so those are the right answers. I hope you found the quiz useful, and I hope this has taught you something. Let me know if you got any questions. If not, there's another quiz that I've set, and there'll be another video to watch to show the answer to part two of the quiz. Okay, see you there. Bye.